So when I jumped in the car today, I really wanted to listen to someone smart talking about a smart subject, and it was a lady who, as it happened when I tuned in, was speaking about her cat who passed away on Friday, and it just kept me going. I couldn't stop my tears because, as you know, some of you will know because you watch me and connect with me here on TikTok. They only came to my life last year, and I can't imagine my life without them. Genuinely, I cannot imagine my life without them. And I get sometimes really upset when I think about them not being there anymore. So this lady was telling a story about her beautiful baby that was put down because she had a cancer, and she was really not doing very well, and the lady took her to vet to made that final decision to say goodbye to the kitten. And yeah, that got me very emotional, but that brought another core wound, an understanding that part of my reason why I don't see myself losing my beautiful fur babies is part of my galactic history and galactic trauma, and also part of a core wound of being abandoned. You will not understand how deeply those core wounds are embedded within us. Those kind of core wounds that will come and slam you up in your face in the least expecting moments. But do you know, my love, the power we have is that even when we have, worked through something that you think you have dealt with already, you think that you've done all the work in the world and you're so strong, you can stand on your 2 feet and nothing will touch you. Well, actually, something always will come up, and something will always come up for you to face that core wound and understand that you have this amazing power to deal with it. So for me, abandonment wound coming up recently quite hugely, and not just when it comes to the fur babies. God is guiding me, and I'm talking about me, for the necessity of detachment as well, to practice conscious detachment. And that's another challenge for me, because imagine this. When you know, because you have the insights, and I have shared that before, when you know because you are shown the potential of the outcomes, and that connects to you, your life, because you are the creator that is orchestrating your life, right? When you know that you have this immense creative power within you of manifestation, like some people say, right? And for me, it's a power of creation, right? When you know that you can create certain outcome. You can simply align with the frequency and bring that outcome to your life. So when you know that, you are fully aware, you are so eager, and I have spoken about this before, to make things happen. But you know, my loves, God is so right in pointing out to me, and maybe that is resonating with some of you, that we really need to also have ability to detach from the outcome. That we have to be consciously detaching from expectation of that outcome. I don't know how it will resonate with all of you, because it may go against the mainstream of the manifestation grain. But this is what I'm being told and shown, so I share this with you. The conscious detachment, even when as an oracle you can see the potential of the outcome, because, my loves, very often that potential outcome involves other people, and these beautiful people have their own free will, right? There is no doubt that God is steering us in the certain directions all the time. There is no doubt that God is guiding us and helps us navigate our life events. There is no coincidence that I had tuned into the podcast and there was someone speaking about losing their beautiful pet, because it's all leading to this one beautiful understanding that you have, I do, and many of you will too, have the core wound of abandonment. And why I call it a core wound, because it's one of those that it's very deeply affecting us, guys, on multi-dimensional levels. Multi-dimensional levels, including our galactic lifetimes. So that's something for me to be working and alchemizing more of, and certainly one for a subject of my next visit to Akashic Record to look at. And yes, abandonment, and then being able to release the expectation of certain outcome. And there is something else that I want to share with you as well, and that also has been coming today as an inspiration. If you could just stop for a moment, pause for a second, and this life is going to end soon anyway. If you were to think about, on one hand, here, I'm saying to you, the inspiration is working on your conscious detachment, right? So you're working on your conscious detachment and also detachment from the outcome, because outcome very often involves other people and they have free will, right? So you cannot predetermine somebody else's life. They need to be a willing participant in the creation that they create, and we co-create with each other. I cannot project, for example, loving someone and making them love me. They need to understand that it's them also having that love for somebody. Love comes to my mind because love is with me all the time. And on the other hand, I want to talk to you about being brave, whatever the word brave has, whatever connotation it shows up for you as, whatever understanding, definition, energetic charge it carries for you. It's bravery that was coming today to me as an inspiration from God. And you know, the bravery that involves you working in tandem with God, surrendering to God's will, because then you know that you are pursuing with that bravery something that is very much so aligned with your path, your soul's mission. And you are, thank you so much, Bright David, so sweet to see you. I think you were here yesterday. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts, and thank you for your love, and thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you all, individually and collectively. Bravery in our action. So when core wound, abandonment and conscious detachment, bravery in our action, where we are working in line with God's will, and we are actually stepping into one, our soul's mission, and two, pursuing all that aligns with our soul, with that innate bravery in us, and what it means. And this is God's God, and that inspiration coming through for me to show me and push me gently like this to talk about this so bravely. It's standing in your authenticity. Bravery for me is being able to express my true authentic nature, my true authentic mission, and who I am, which is God incarnate, just like you. And you know, we are taught very often to not employ our thinking, to go with the mainstream, to be the one that is fitting the mold, to the one that fits the society. And I've been that person all my life. And I work, as you may know, as a lawyer, and you would not believe how scared I was for anybody to find out that I am actually a spiritual being that is pursuing spiritual path and is on a session path, you don't understand how petrified I was that people at my office will know that I actually walk my path with God and in accordance with His will, her, his, its will, and that I am in devotional service to God. And I was scared until I stopped being scared, until I put it there on the TikTok that I am actually a lawyer. And not for any reason but to show that that I no longer have that fear within me. Yeah, I was very scared to talk to people and say that I speak to the dead people. I see dead people. Do you know, remember this movie Sixth Sense with, who was it? God. Help me. The beautiful actor, Bruce Willis, right? Yes, I was so scared that people will judge me, because I am that. So bravery, God is bringing this bravery today to show us, to show you, to show me that when we truly align with our soul's calling, when we truly align with God's will, that fear is gone. That fear has no longer place, because it's one of the things that I consider also an element of mind control. And for me, as an Azurite, that's a biggest mission for this life, to break from the mind control. And it's also my mission. Please, my birthday is 20th. I want you to wish me a happy birthday, 27th of October. I'm going to diarize that, David, when I go to my office, and I'm going to wish you happy birthday on 27th. Not a problem, my love. It's a beautiful date. Happy birthday already. Celebrate yourself every day up to that date. Then celebrate a little bit more on that date, and then celebrate yourself every day after. Just celebrate yourself, right? Just be the most happy yourself. Happy birthday, David. Now and until 27th and thereafter. That's so sweet. Let's be brave, guys. You are still here. Yes, so how can we show the bravery? Have a moment and think about what would be the bravery that you would need to show in order to express your authentic, angelic human nature. What that would be for you. For me, it was literally coming out in my professional world and saying, this is me. Take me or leave me. Judge me if you want. I don't really care anymore. Because at some point, my loves, you will be called to do exactly that, to stand in your true expression, authentic expression. And you will be called to call out all the BS around you. For those people who are surface level, let them fall away. Let them fall away. For those people who are connecting to God and understand their own divinity, they will be around you. They will not judge you. They will love you more. And you may even spark something in them. You may spark remembrance. You may spark that beautiful bravery in them as well. Because, my love, nothing is more powerful than love and the true expression of all that love entails. And we are that. God is that. So let's be that. Let's be brave. Practice the conscious detachment on one hand. Be brave on the other hand in pursuing all that enables you to express your angelic nature, the true God essence that you carry within. Okay, that's so important. And yeah, I think that's very important for all of us, you know. Um, and on the subject of guidance from God, that's something I will share with you as well. You see, very often, you know that we all are always connected to God. God is within us. We don't forfeit that connection. It never goes away. We may through life experiences be coerced and start so much more aligning with the negative alien agenda, or be coerced into certain type of beliefs, or have yet not awakened to certain understandings, right? Even have possibly some of us not awakened to understanding that we are truly that, the beautiful angelic beings incarnated here, all of us, for a reason. And this beautiful time when the planet is awakening, when so many beautiful shifts are happening, when we are ascending as a collective as well, there is no coincidence that all of us exist at this very time. And there is no coincidence that we come to connect with each other at this very time. There is no coincidence that you are watching me today at this very time. And it's no coincidence that I'm speaking to you about what I'm speaking to you about at this time, right? So that connection with God never goes, right? And I constantly talk about being devotional service to God, being in and living with God's will, meaning what it means practically to me. I need to tell you so you can understand, but also you can understand that there is no, it's not something, it sounds like, what does it mean living in devotional service to God? It's a phrase, it's words. What does it really mean, Miss Galactic High Priestess, right? Guys, it means that you step into your day connecting to God, and you step in your day asking. I set my Maharic shield. I always talk about that particular type of protection, because that is me running my 12D frequency in order to fortify my field, right? So that serves fortification of my field. I very often run 4080 shield because I work with, when I do clearing, for example, of implants, seals, I fortify my field to the dimension that I am truly wanting to connect with, and that's fine, that's me. Not everybody does that type of work, but I do. So I fortify my field. I also fortify my field by bringing other type of protection and shields, but the most important thing here is that you will find what works for you. And stepping in this devotional service with God means that you first and foremost protect yourself and protect your field and protect your vessel. You cannot skip the protection, because you need to understand that we are exposed and we are living in this holographic reality, constantly exposed to infiltration or manipulation. So the way we can protect ourselves first and foremost is by setting up appropriate shield and running that 12D frequencies and fortifying our field, right? And then I connect to God. When I have my mornings are very like that, so I usually don't meditate first thing in the morning, but I meditate on my way to work. And that doesn't mean that you have to sit like a yogi, you know, and connect to God. That means that you can connect to God by setting your intention, that is what you're doing. You are already protected. You can just simply decide. Thank you for sharing the life. I love you so much. You can simply decide that you're making that connection, and you're making then that connection, my love. And you guide God You ask God to guide you, to show you what today is the task for a day. What are you going to be stepping into, and remind you where healing may need to go. What is your mission for a day? You see, for me, conscious detachment, bravery, and I'm speaking to you. This is how I live my life on a daily basis. There is no anything, there is magical over me, but there is nothing magical that each of us individually is not able to do. We can live the most magical life in a most simplistic way possible when we live in accordance with God's will. And everything that comes to your awareness that you are uncertain of, you simply dedicate to God to show you and illuminate the lesson, the understanding, the next steps, the guidance, and you receive that. You don't need to worry that you will be left alone. At the moment when you step with full intention into that exactly, which is living in accordance with God's will, you will be receiving the guidance, and you will be guided and at any given time in respect of anything you do, any decision you make. Do you is it Michael? Do you know, Michael, I will leave this question unanswered, but I will tell you this. I love stretching, yes. I do deep stretching too. Now, if you have, for example, you know my job, right? In my job, in my day-to-day work, I deal with a lot of clients. And I, for one, good chat, Michael. I really appreciate that, but I'm not going to subject my audience to speaking about this right now. I love bodily functions because I love my body. It allows us to live, and sometimes what you're speaking about is exactly what you need, right? But maybe not necessarily on a live TikTok stream. So much love to you, darling. So yes, I deal with a lot of clients, and that's exactly what happens. All these people that come and appear in my day-to-day, they bring something with them. They bring certain type of frequency, they bring certain type of messages, and very often they bring and reflect so much love, so much gratitude to me. And I know by fact that when you're stepping in this beautiful devotional service to God, you will emanate to people, and they will reflect back to you what you give them. Okay? I truly appreciate you guys. Now, I'm having my coffee. I still am having my coffee. And I will have to go right now and say goodbye to you. So I'm going to encourage you guys to consider today as a little task for a day, because you have seen me and we have spoken about being brave and stepping authentically into your soul's expression. Think about something that you may have been postponing for a while. Think about something that God was nudging you to do. Something that you may feel a little bit apprehensive about because you are afraid of being judged, for example. Think about that thing that you have been postponing because you were afraid how people will react if they know who you truly are, if they will see your gifts. And take that step. And before you take that step to authentically express your soul, drop into your heart space, just like I do so, right? Put the hand on your heart, on your higher heart. I always do that when I'm alone, and sometimes when I'm not alone. And I just drop into my heart. Take 2 deep breaths. that brings you to the here and now. You can close your eyes and just say, God, illuminate the way I shall move forward. Show me clearly and guide me, so I will be able to express my angelic human nature in the most authentic way today. And see what you hear, see what you're guided to do. See that first soul's nudge that you will feel in your body, or emotion that you will feel, a little sound in your head, something of that nature, and move with conviction, my loves. Just move and be you, because you are so beautiful. You are love. You are love. You are God incarnate. You are all that. You don't need to play small. You just need to be truly who you are. I love you so much, and I see you soon. Have a beautiful day.